This island is so different. Back in the 50s, there was a persuasive debate between the locals and the local government. Wow, look at that eel. And these are actually birds' nests. We also got the Shoyu base poke. And this is what a mother shearwater in her nest looks like. It's what they call Sweetheart Rock. Okay, and legend has it that there was this warrior. This looks like we're in Africa.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. When most people think about going on a vacation to Hawaii, they're thinking about the major islands. The Big Island, Oahu, the main island. They got Kauai, what else? Maui, you know, those types of islands. But rarely ever do you hear people talking about Lanai, or as the locals would call it, Lanai. It's basically like this hidden gem of an island. It's super small. There's really, I mean, I don't think a whole lot of reason to be there longer than a few days, if that at all. But if you do ever find yourself there, there's still a lot of cool things. So in today's vlog, I'm gonna show you kind of just what our experience was like there on the island of Lanai, things you can expect, what you can look forward to, and maybe you'll want to travel there one time, check it out for yourself. Maybe you won't, but maybe this video will help you to get an idea, because it's just a place that no one ever travels to, off the beaten path. And hope you enjoy this vlog. Let's get it. Okay, so just to start, one of the coolest things about Lanai is that if you go, there's only a couple ways to get there. One is by boat, and the other is by a small plane like this one, because there's so few people that travel there. You can only take these small flights in. So it's gonna feel like you're in a helicopter getting a private plane tour of the local islands, going from Maui or whatever island you leave from to Lanai, and it's just that in and of itself is just a really cool experience. If you've never been in a small plane like this, it is pretty special, and that's just to get there. So what gear are you in right now?
Third, fourth.
Put that thing in sport, my boy.
That's six years. Hey.
All right, y'all, so after two of the coolest airplane flights ever, one that we almost died on, possibly, we are here. Super cool. Looks like we're not in Hawaii at all. It looks like we're like headed to Big Bear or something. Looks like we're in the mountains, which is cool. Totally different types of trees. Looks
Different vibe altogether.
entirely different vibe. 100%. Oh, dad's a big vibe guy. So apparently the entire town is a couple square miles, and right now we're at the cultural center to learn a thing or two about this place before we explore for the next couple days.
Heritage and diverse history.
Oh, there's a flagpole.
Yeah.
Temporarily closed. Well, I guess we just gotta go explore. Deer
Oh,
running right
my
across
goodness.
the street on us. Did I go forward more? Oh my gosh.
And make sure there's not a slowpoke.
Whoa.
Okay.
Those things look like... Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What the heck?
Oh my gosh, that was the coolest
That was so
thing.
cool.
Did you film that?
I mean, on my GoPro, it's gonna be super zoomed out, but
Oh,
like...
here's some more.
Alright, bro.
This ended up being one of the highlights from our entire time on the island. It was just so cool seeing a giant herd of spotted deer, like over 20, maybe not quite 30 of them all together. But a lady warned us about them. She said, be careful of the spotted deer when you're driving. And sure enough, right after getting there, we saw them for ourselves.
This island is so different. These are the first palm trees we've seen. Check out the first market, Richard's Market. Got cooked scallop poke and spicy ahi poke with mayo. What a deal. This thing is loaded. So we just left Richard's Market, the yellow one across the street. And here we are right across the road at this park. And this is what we got. But now we gotta eat. This is our first time eating straight poke this whole time we've been in Hawaii. So this is what we got. This one's cooked scallop poke. This one's like a ahi tuna spicy mayo poke. Mom, we doubled down on that. We also got the shoyu based poke, and then my dad went crazy with the octopus. He's just trying some different things, right?
Yeah.
This is a cooked baby octopus poke, and this one's wasabi octopus poke. I'm gonna pray. Amen.
This looks weird. Oh. Wasabi octopus looks weird.
I know. Yeah, while it was oozing onto the plate, I was like, I don't know.
Good?
I got
baby octo.
miso.
Oh, yeah.
Scallop.
And we also got butter mochi. But anyways, that's it for now. We're gonna see you at the next spot. Alright, here we are at Hulopoe Beach. And there's a lot more people today than there were yesterday when we came, which is kind of cool. This time, I'm in a tree. So if you're ever here, one cool thing to know is at the beach over here, they actually do rent out like snorkeling gear, wetsuits, life vests, stuff like that. I'm gonna go out in the water in a little bit just so we can check out what the snorkeling is like out here, what the marine life is looking like, in case you're ever here. And after, or maybe before, we're actually gonna go on a walk that way because there's a couple pretty cool landmarks that we came across yesterday that I wanna share with you. If you come up the tide pools, you're gonna run into a big pool just like this. Well, literally this one. There's actually steps that go down to it as well, but this is not a natural pool. Back in the 50s, there was a persuasive debate between the locals and the local government. They were saying, hey, we want a place where our kids can swim. We want a place where our kids and our families can hang out. So what happened was eventually the locals decided, hey, let's take matters into our own hands. And they came down here and blew dynamite into the tide pools and created this pool. So it's shallow water. We heard that, you know, this is where a lot of local kids come and learn how to swim. This is where families come and hang out. And it's just a super safe place. You can see, you know, when the tide's low, it's just an incredibly safe place where people can come and hang out. And the water gets actually pretty warm in there. So it's a really cool thing that the locals created. Okay, so another thing to point out as we're walking is you'll see all these holes on the side of the hill all over the place. And these are actually birds' nests. You can see there's even a feather in that one. But the bird that's here is called a shearwater. And they come up here to basically just lay their eggs, nurture those eggs until they're born, until they hatch. I don't know if we'll see any with actual eggs in there. Oh my gosh, look, there's a shearwater inside. You can see a shearwater inside this nest. All right, and this is what a mother shearwater in her nest looks like. Wow, there's two of them in there. Wow, how cool. How cool is that? So, just as I was explaining, like saying hopefully we could find one with an egg or something in these nests. As fate would have it, we come across two shearwaters in that nest. So, pretty cool. Wow, and look at this. This is another thing worth mentioning. Boy, is that beautiful. Right here is what they call Sweetheart Rock. Okay, and legend has it that there was this warrior that went off to battle. He was gone for however long, and he came back to find that his wife had actually been killed. So what he did is he took his wife to the top of Sweetheart Rock. He carried her up there, he buried her, and right after he jumped off the end of that to his death at the base of the rock. And that's why they call it Sweetheart Rock. Wow, check it out from here. There's an eel. You see that? Wow, look at that eel. It's an eel. You see it right there? Wow, how cool is that? Wow, there it goes. Got that eye. Cool. Okay, now we're down to the tide pool. First thing I found, we got the shell of what looks like probably like a cousin of a shore crab. Those classic striped shore crabs that we see in California. In a lot of places, this looks like a Hawaiian version of that. Okay, that was pretty cool so far. Interesting, saw all different types of fish compared to the ones that we saw on the Big Island. So pretty much all these fish actually look different. Didn't see any repeat species. But we're going to enjoy this lunch that we got from Blue Ginger, I believe it was called. Check it out. Ooh. They went crazy with that club sandwich. That's my dad's. That looks nice. And then me and mom both got bento boxes, which are also looking nice. Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a car behind you?
Yeah, he just got there. So now what?
Well, slow down. Keep the speed going so that you don't have to downshift. Well, you can't downshift anyway.
So whenever I switch, I have to push the clutch all the way.
All the way. Yeah. Push it all the way. Let go of the gas, push all the way. Now second. Okay, let go of the clutch. There you go.
Okay.
Now you're in second.
Okay.
You can stay in second for a while.
So.
Or if there's somewhere where this person can pass you.
No, I think I'm fine. I just didn't know that I had to step down all the way.
Yeah, every time you shift, you gotta.
Third.
Yeah. Now you're in third.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I get it. The only thing I didn't know is I had to push it all the way
down.
every time I shift. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if it starts getting loud, I shift down or shift up.
Or if it starts, if your RPMs are too low, you should downshift.
Directions to Shipwreck Beach or Keamoku. We're going to Shipwreck Beach.
In 1.1 miles, the destination is on your right, Shipwreck Beach.
Okay, well, we pulled off right here. Found a pretty cool little spot. Looks like they use this area to throw like parties or something. It's a really small island, so wow, maybe they even have performances here. They built a mini stage. This is cool. Wow. Pretty windy day. But yeah, Lanai is such a small island that I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a really fun place where, you know, I don't know, high school, college kids come in and have parties and do performances and stuff like that, because there's really just not a lot of this type of stuff. There's just not a lot of people in Lanai. So this is, I could imagine like my high school friends or something having a spot like this and just throwing cool parties, and I don't know, maybe having like musicians and like local friend musicians come and do performances and stuff like that. Cool. Just saying it. This looks like we're in Africa.
Yeah, it is. Red dirt.
Yeah.
This is where you come and somebody attacks you.
Yeah. It said hunting in progress. I'm like, hunting for what?
Wild boar.
People?
Hunting in progress.
So we ended up heading back towards the town for a couple reasons. First, our car couldn't make it all the way to Shipwreck Beach because it wasn't like a big type of four-wheel drive car. You need a 4Runner or a Jeep type of vehicle to make it there. And then also we ended up kind of exploring. We ended up in like a hunting area. And it looked like we were in Africa, which was pretty cool, but it was just kind of sketch because we didn't know if there were hunters or whatever around us. And I don't know. We just headed back, but overall, I think there's a lot of cool stuff. The town, there were cool shops and art galleries and little just places like that that I didn't get a lot of video of, but I mean, there's more than what was in this vlog. But if you made it this far in the vlog, I just want to say thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you'll want to take a trip to Lanai one day, maybe not, but if you do, awesome. Here's some things you can look forward to, and if you don't, I hope you at least enjoyed this video. So thanks for hanging out, love you guys, and stay tuned for the next one. All right, peace.